we have Dougie Urban at CCG Brighton. He was playing quite a fun deck today, and he only lost once out of, what, 6 rounds?
6 rounds.
6 rounds. So, do you want to show us what you're playing today?
So, I call this Aeromage Demise because it's Aeromage and it runs Demise. I've never seen anything like this because I checked a lot thinking, is this an idea? And I just like the idea of winning in time. So, for the Aeromage section, we have Jasmine. Jasmine is the draw engine. Every time you gain life points, you draw a card. And
That's
if you have
broken.
2 of them on, you draw 2. So for turn, I'm drawing 1, draw 2 more. I had it where I had all 3. So technically
Awesome.
I've drawn 3 per turn.
Oh, that's amazing.
So her second effect is that because she becomes an additional normal summon for a plant. And this is where Rosemary comes in.
Rosemary, who's adorable.
Rosemary is my Armides. She is, when my life points are higher, my opponent can't activate monster effects. And she's also my beat stick.
Awesome.
So for the other monsters is the most helmet of helmet monsters.
Oh
This is
my.
a beautiful. Normal summon this set 5. It is literally, or set 4, whatever it is, it's just been the best thing. I was playing Cactus Bouncer, it was a dead draw if it's just on its own, but this guy on his own just wins games hands down. But that's the monster lineup, it's a very small...
8 monsters.
But for the spells, this is a very important card for the engine because it's an immediate gain 500 life points every turn. So just to activate, if you go and control an air mage, you gain 500 and it chains all the effects of all the air mages, which is amazing. So you need searches for it, so I ran 2 terraforming. You don't want to see this too much because you're running Demise and you draw a lot, so
Yeah.
this is my favourite
But that
card.
ratio worked for you, yeah?
Today it worked, I'm very happy. This card is amazing. Gain 1200, so instead of you come to what the searcher card is, pay 1000, but I'm still losing life points, but I'm still over the gap where I have more life points than them. So
Yeah.
this has been MVP, and I had it where somebody attacked for game. I was on 2000. He then attacked with a 2100 chain.
Oh my god.
So amazing card. This, a friend of mine recommended this as the best thing I've ever played with. My monster stays always 100 attack above everybody else. People are summoning 3k beat sticks and I'm just like, no, I'm 3100. I have more, so it was amazing.
Wow.
Back row was a problem, so I always thought, okay, 2 MSTs, and it came in really clutch today. We hit things that were just affecting us, so here's a really good win. A friend of mine said, if you're playing Demise, you only need 2 pop. Which I was very much adamant saying that's not right, we need to keep drawing, you want to see consistent, but it was perfect 2 today. I never saw it, I never drew it awkwardly, there was never 2 copies of them, it was perfect. And then the MVP, I called for it and it came, this thing is so broken.
Oh, yes.
Set a load, summon Dino, it's ridiculous.
Just win.
Yeah, and this is where the hate started coming in, so we had 3 Quaking.
My man!
This card is amazing because I had a phase where I Quakinged a Dark Planet, so 4k, and I thought, oh god, it flipped, I accidentally attacked into it because I forgot about it, it flipped, but it still can't change the position because this card's teched,
Yeah.
it can't change, so it's amazing. And this card scared everybody, every time they tried to attack directly. Just 1, but if you show 1, they're scared the entire rest of the duel, and that's what happened, and people were very fearful of attacking. But for actual monster removal, bottomless, amazing. Someone pen summoned 3 on me, bottomless. It's amazing and it's so... Okay, so I can't run strikes and warnings because of the life points. I need to have high life points. If I have 5 life points, the snowball just starts. So, MVP of the day. I couldn't find a better card. This card was amazing. You summon ABC. No. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Now go to your passive phase. They're like, what? But I can't do damage. Yeah. I don't care. You draw a card. I'm still alive. I still have my points. So I had boards. I had stacked boards on board, and they've not affected it. So I can keep drawing again.
That works so well.
Yeah, it was amazing. So the Searcher is a trap. It's a kind of annoying, but just pay 1000 and add any Aeromage monster from your deck to your hand. So on end phases, I normally activate, so I'd go down to 7000, but you chain it to second effect because you can actually activate it. When your life points are low, I gain 500. So instead of 1000 I'm technically paying 500. So I can then do that in his turn, then goes to my turn, second effect again, gain 500. Sweet, back to 8k. 8k all, and that's with a free search technically, and that's just with this card. So didn't want to see it a lot, but I wanted to see it. Tempted to maybe run it at 3 again because I was having issues with seeing monsters, but it worked really well. And then the most debated card with the group I work in Reading, Electric Games, a really solid place, but they said Fogblade, and I thought, well, if it's if I go to 7,900 and he's on 8,000, if I have my monster, Rosemary, and it can take over 200 life points that I've stopped, it then puts me back in an okay position, because I need to keep attacking. So Fiendish Chains, old school, 2012, but it goes back.
MVP.
Yeah. This thing, our Metaphos player was very unhappy with me.
Ooh!
Lose one turn at 3, because I want to see this card. This card stops Pendulums, it stops Buster, it stops so many cards, and it's just like, okay, I can't do anything for a turn. And a turn for me is long. A turn can be so much more draw power. I can then immediately set 3 more cards, 2 more cards, depending on what I do. But this was amazing. At 3, 100% happy with. Right. Mandatory, it's Vanities.
It's win condition.
And the best luck I had today was the person who won the last CCG. I had this face up against him. And he was quite adamant and thinking, I'm gonna win. And I just said, buddy, the best thing to do is scoop and go to game 2 because you can't out this. And then I had flipped anti-spell. And he was just like, oh, okay. But this, it almost went off today, Starlight Road, and it was the most annoying thing. It's gold because it was just to be annoying.
Yeah.
He twin twisted me. I was like, oh boys, Starlight Road. He then changed his Vanities. So I was like, okay, so I saved my back row, but I almost got it out. But this is fun.
One day it will resolve.
So for the actual, I'll explain
that's the main deck, is it?
Yeah, that's the main deck. So for the actual extra deck, the side deck, I'll explain the extra deck. Is 2 anti-spell, because I don't need 3 because I know I'm going to be drawing off heart and stuff and I'll see it. So perfect Pendulum matchup. And people flipped it onto me today and I just was like, okay, cool, I'm slow enough, so that doesn't bother me. So 2 anti-spell. This, I didn't play against B80, I really wanted to play that against B80, but I did it against Pendulums, the Joshua Schmidt build, and it actually worked quite well because he'd then lose 2 monsters because he'd pen 3 and I'd be like, okay, cool, Rivalry, pick what one you actually need, and it actually came in quite well. I didn't even rip her today, and I was really annoyed because I thought Cherries in any deck, and it was just so simple, but I put in I didn't see her, which is unfortunate. This, for the Cosmo matchup, somebody was playing Cure, I had to be careful, you don't know what it is.
Also works against ABC.
Yep. This was a stunner.
Oh, you bad man.
I picked this off a nice friend of mine, but System Downs are beautiful.
All of Minolti.
Yeah. Oh. So, Regeki was just another good board clear. If they build a board and I'm just like, okay, cool, when we clear your board, mine still stays intact. One time I needed a Dark Hole. I didn't need 2 Dark Holes because I know I'm going to be drawing enough cards to see cards I need, so I don't need to be excessive. The only reason why System Down is excessive because ABC is so strong, and if you can get this, I had this on first turn hand, I just set it, and I was like, cool, go to, he'd then set up, and then it'd be like, okay, cool, we can stop the setup, it'd all go to grave. System Down, so it was a very simple, but awesome. The last one, I never saw it today, but just in case, it was a Necro Valley, just in case we need to do it.
Yeah,
but
hits a bunch of stuff.
For the extra deck, it literally is, the only card I can actually physically summon is either Stardust, which is from Starlight Road, and Trish. Rosemary plus Cherries plus Jasmine equals a Trish. I really wanted to do it today, but it's there. But the rest are Cherries targets, so...
Buster.
Diamond Direwolf, I needed to, it's a very random situation. Norden, so Minerva Swarm is flying around, so if they activate Instant Fusion. Burning Abyss, again from Minerva Swarm. Cosmo players, we have a few Cosmo players that are local, so I have to keep that just in case. The classic Blue Eyes. This card's amazing, and everybody joked around saying Satellas wouldn't be a problem. It's a really bad problem. And I heard there was 3 today at the CCG Brighton. I never placed them, but I have it there ready. The only card, and then the last one, is because friends of mine went to a tournament before and lost to Darklaw. So I had slight information. There was no hero players here, I don't think, but I had Darklaw. But the only real ones I could really go into is Recycle if I needed it, if it's a real push. But I never went into my extra deck today, except for the attempt to Stardust, Dweller if needed, and the Dog Castell.
Cool. Well, is there anything else you want to say about the deck? Or
fun. It's really fun because it's so different, and I feel I've made something kind of new anti-meta. But yeah, that's pretty much.
Cool. Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye.